Hello, everybody. Welcome back to an exciting episode of Fandom Fights. I mean that sincerely because we do really have an exciting one today. It's the Canadians going up against each other. I always talk about it because it's the truth. And next time when there's two Americans here, I'm getting so excited. I'm throwing my marker. I'll talk about the Americans too. We got Igor going up against Holzmann. Holzmann, a tried and true player, been here for a while, has really had some up and downs, but this season really on the up, playing really well. And Igor, rookie, coming in and playing just insane, playing really, really well, having some really, really great matches already in both singles and teams. So I'm looking forward to seeing kind of what happens when it's the new versus, like, I still feel weird saying that Holtzmann's the old. He's not the old, but, like, you know, they're coming to get, like, Holtzmann's played this game a lot. Igor's still new at it. What's going to happen strategy-wise? They're part of the same faction, too, so maybe they just, like, maybe it'll just be nice time, and I'm just overdoing it. Who knows? Let's get into it, starting with the promos.
And we're back. Oh, excited to be playing Cam tonight. Battle of Canada, Battle of Alberta. For all those Americans that means anything to. It's going to be a fun match. Cameron brought me into the league, and he definitely showed me the ropes. So let's see if the student can outmatch the master. Pressure's on Cam. He's already got the memes of Nick and Tim telling him that he's had a down season last year. So if he wants to forget about that, he's got to keep rolling and beat me. So pressure's on Cam. Let's see what you can do. Have fun.
The first thing I want to say is, for most of my fandom matches this year, you've seen me wear my Holes shirt in honor of the fact that Disney live action is no longer a category. I want to say I'm not wearing that shirt today. I'm wearing a different Holes shirt that I got that says Holes deserved an Oscar. I miss it so much. But in reality, yeah, I met Igor in a bar in Alberta, Canada, a year and a half ago about now at this point. And yeah, just through like random conversations of us not knowing each other at all when we first encountered each other. Now, yeah, he's coming to this community. Igor, I've got one thing to say to you. If you let me win, I promise I'll give you the full Star Wars category at bar trivia this week.
Yeah, they weren't mad at each other or anything. They were kind of nice. Holtzmann offering bribes. I don't know that I would take it because, you know, bar trivia, online trivia, both things that don't matter. So, you know, like, which one does Igor care more about? I guess we're gonna have to find out. Let's get into it with round number one. Here's how it's gonna work. There are gonna be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you're gonna be issued a bonus question to you, only to you. You each have 3 repeats and 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Gentlemen, any questions as we get into round number 1?
Not a question before the record. There are legitimate monetary value prizes at bar trivia. So,
yeah. All right, let's get into it. Starting with your first question in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Iron Man 3? This is the 3rd film in the Iron Man series, not to be confused with the first or the second, because not the same movie. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Cameron.
Brian Tyler.
And Igor.
Brian Tyler.
Brian Tyler is the correct answer. Your next question is in the category of everyone's favorite fandom quotes. Which American Spies character said the quote, "I know the best place to look for a gun is the cab or the gray truck outside, and at this altitude, I can run flat out for a half mile before my hands start shaking"? It's a long quote. Round 1 of the document is stretched out like this because of that one question. The rest of the questions not that long, so you have that to look forward to at least. 5.
We're hitting everyone's favorite categories first.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor.
Did Davin.
And Cameron.
Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne is correct. So Cameron will take the lead 2-1. Your next question is in the category of Disney animation. What advice does Chicken Little's coach give to him as he goes up for his first and only at-bat in Chicken Little? Bucky heard me talk about Chicken Little, came a-runnin', loves this film. One little slip. Am I right, Bucky? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Cameron.
Don't swing.
And Igor.
Bunt it.
Don't swing is correct. So we will get into your next question in the category of icons. Which Nightmare on Elm Street film features Freddy becoming Super Freddy? We will accept just a subtitle. No need to write out the whole shebang. Bucky, your thoughts on the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise? Really? Interesting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor.
Dream Child.
And Cameron.
The Dream Child?
The Dream Child is correct. So Cameron leads 4-2 as we get into your next question in the category of Worlds of DC. How does Diana kill Ludendorff in Wonder Woman? Man, what a wild ride this category. So many thoughts.
It's been fun, or has it? I don't know what your decisions are.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Cameron.
She's got a sword, so I put stabs him.
And Igor.
Stabs him.
That is correct. So it is 5-3 as we get into the next category of Star Trek. Leonard Nimoy appears in how many Star Trek films? God, I love bourbon. Right, Bucky? I think I love you more, but I question it on the day-to-day. I really do. It's like God's up here, then Maggie's here, my newborn daughter, and then Bourbon and Bucky are like right there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Cameron.
7.
And Igor.
9.
Both are incorrect. It's in the middle. It's 8.
Is he in Search for Spock?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know if he was fully Nimoy Spock at the end.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. It's 8. So
I just remember young horny Spock.
all 6 of the originals.
I think I'm lagging a bit. Should I leave and come back?
Yeah, let's do that.
I think I'm lagging a bit. Should I leave and come back? Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, we're back, and your next question is going to be in the category of DreamWorks animation. Who serves as the group's hacker in The Bad Guys? Lots of bad guys in DreamWorks animation, let me tell you. Lots of bad fellas. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor.
No idea. Mr. Snake.
And Cameron.
Tarantula?
Tarantula is correct. So it's 6-3 as we get into your next question in the category of James Bond. Which James Bond film features Bond catching the main villain cheating at a card game? One of Maggie and I's pastimes is to go over to her parents' house and play cards. We play often. It's very fun. We have a good time. Haven't played since the baby's been born, though. So might have to remedy that soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cameron.
I know a Bond question. Goldfinger.
And Igor.
Goldfinger.
Goldfinger is correct. Very good Bond film. 7-4 as we get into your next question, the penultimate question in the category of Star Wars. On what planet does Rey first meet Poe in the new Star Wars trilogy? I just rewatched all of these films. I watched the OG trilogy, the first two before they re-released the Return of the Jedi for the 40th anniversary. Saw that in the theater. Then went through the prequels because I was like, yeah, why not? And then I watched all the sequels and the Disney stuff. It was fun. It was a good time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Igor, let's go to you.
Taco Donna.
And Cameron.
I said crate.
Crate is correct. So Cameron continues to lead 8-4 as we get into your final question in the category of Marvel. In X-Men Apocalypse, what is the name of the mutant that Psylocke works for who is able to locate other mutants? The baby's upstairs crying. Maggie's probably upset that I'm doing this. So that's fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Let's go to Cameron.
Caliban.
And Igor.
Didn't have that.
Caliban is correct. So we end round number 1. Cameron in the lead at 9-4. As we get into round number 2, it's the wheel round. This is how it's going to work. I'm going to bring in the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they have to keep what they spin the second time. Each question is going to be worth 2 points apiece, unless you want to check the multiple choice. Then it will be worth only 1 point. And stealing is available in round number 2. So be on the lookout. Your categories on the wheel today, which is a bit of an oof, if I do say so myself. Middle Earth, American Spies, Star Wars, Fandom Quotes, Scores and Soundtracks, James Bond, DreamWorks Animation, and DC. Actually, it's not that bad. There's just a couple bad ones. Let's go to Cameron. Would you like to spin first or defer to Igor?
I'll defer.
Okay, so Igor, this is going to be your spin. Lands on Jimmy B.
Let's do it. I'll take it.
Okay.
My hero.
All right, Igor, are you ready for your questions in James Bond?
Sure.
All right, your first question. Which James Bond film features a main villain with attack dogs? Hang on, I'm going to give you 1 second. I'm going to give you 1 second. I know, Ellie. I know. You love James Bond. Okay. Which James Bond film features a main villain with attack dogs, which he uses to kill a woman who gave Bond information about him?
Moonraker.
That is correct for 2 points.
Pretty sure Igor had it from Attack Dogs.
Probably, but yeah, my bad. Sorry, guys. Okay, your next question. Who plays Elliot's wife, Paris Carver, in Tomorrow Never Dies?
Terry Hatcher.
That is correct for 2 more points. What country is Bond living in during his retirement at the beginning of No Time to Die? Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Cuba, B, Jamaica, C, Haiti, or D, Panama.
Jamaica.
That is correct for 1 point. You're in a tie game, by the way. Your penultimate question. Bond is caught by Blofeld while disguised as having what profession in You Only Live Twice?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, mechanic, B, soldier, C, astronaut, or D, milkman.
Repeat the options.
Okay, your options again are A, mechanic, B, soldier, C, astronaut, or D, milkman.
Milkman.
That is incorrect. Cameron, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, mechanic, B, soldier, C, astronaut, or D, milkman?
I think there's some astronaut stuff in this movie, so I'll say that. Astronaut, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay.
All right, and Igor, your final question in the category of James Bond. In The Living Daylights, the final drug load is on what type of transportation that crashes, destroying them?
A plane.
That is correct for 2 points and the lead once again. So I have Igor in the lead with 11. Cameron with that steal is up to 10. So we're going to bring back the wheel. This is going to be the spin for Cameron. And it is a free spin. It lands on DC.
I'll spin again.
You watch steal for nothing then, Cameron.
I did.
You're spin again.
I wanted to watch more, and then melee things got set up.
It
Awesome.
lands on scores and soundtracks.
I watched Steel for my own amusement. Thank you very much.
I don't
All
believe
right.
that.
Cameron, I will give you your questions. Are you ready?
Let's say yes.
All right, your first question. Which Disney animated film features the songs Two Worlds and Son of Man?
Tarzan.
Son of Man. Yeah, that's correct.
Man, time you be. I'll stop the copyright strike.
All right, your next question. Who composed the score for Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan?
Fred Mullen.
That is correct. For two.
Mullen. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Oh, you're good. You got it. How many Star Trek films were composed by James Horner?
2.
That is correct for 2 more points. J Balvin and what music group performed the song Ritmo, Bad Boys for Life, for the film Bad Boys for Life?
I think I have an answer, but I'll go multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Coldplay, B, the Black Eyed Peas, C, the Roots, or D, City Girls.
Okay, well, it's a good thing I didn't shoot for it. I'll say C.
C is incorrect. Igor, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Coldplay, B, the Black Eyed Peas, C, the Roots, or D, City Girls?
It's the Black Eyed Peas.
It is the Black Eyed Peas.
I know it sure as hell wasn't Coldplay.
That's not a Coldplay song.
And Cameron, your final question in scores and soundtracks. Which Marvel Spider-Man film was composed by Christopher Young?
Spider-Man 3.
That is correct for 2 more points. And Cameron maintains his lead, getting his total up to 18 with the steal. Igor is at 12. So we are going to get
Canadian. The War of 1812. We burned the White House down.
Gotcha. Great. Thanks for doing that. So we're gonna get into round number 3. It's the betting round. So I'm gonna say a category. You're gonna have to decide whether you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. If you get the question right, you will gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have run out of questions. Any questions from you guys before we get into the first category?
Nah.
All right, your first category is Pixar. Let's get bets, starting with Cam.
2.
And Igor.
I hate it, but 0.
Okay. Your question in Pixar. What is the first name of Izzy's grandmother who passes away while Buzz tries to successfully reach light speed in Lightyear?
I may have messed up here.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Igor, who bet 0.
No idea. Ophelia.
No. Cameron.
Is it Hannah?
It is not. We were looking for Alicia. So Cameron will lose 2 points, go down to 16. It is now a 4-point game. Going into the next category, it is the category of Disney animation. Let's get bets, starting with Igor.
0.
And Cameron.
Let's hope this one's better, too.
All right, your question. Which Disney animated film features a commercial for a product called Canine Crunchies? Sounds delicious. 5, 4, 3, 1. Pens down. We will start with Igor, who bet 0.
I didn't write it down. I was going to say 101 Dalmatians. I don't know.
And Cameron.
Igor, you got to get that accuracy of 101 Dalmatians.
That is correct. So it is.
I wasn't burning a repeat on a 0.
18 to 12, 6-point game. 3 questions remaining. The next category is DC. Let's get bets, starting with Cameron.
No.
And Igor.
Got to do it, 2.
All right, here's the sitch. If Igor hits this, we're moving on to the next question. If he misses it, Cameron will win. The question is, who plays the lead Alice Cable in Swamp Thing? Not a fan of swamps. They're coarse, they're rough, and they get everywhere.
Not like you.
No.
You're soft.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Cameron, who bet 0.
Is that Heather Locklear?
No. Let's go to Igor.
Adrian Barbeau.
Adrian Barbeau is correct. So Igor hits it, staying alive. It is 18 to 14, 4-point game. 2 questions remaining. The next category is the Wizarding World. Let's get bets, starting with Igor.
2.
And Cameron.
1.
All right, your question is, in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, Neville tells Harry he was punished by the Carrows for refusing to do what to first years? If both players hit this, the game is over, and Cameron will win. If both players miss this, Cameron will win, and the game will be over. But if Igor can hit and Cameron misses, then we will move on to the final question of the round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor.
Use the Cruciatus curse.
And
I said practice curses on them.
And your winner, Cameron Holzmann. Yes, so use curses on the first years, use the Cruciatus curse. Both are correct. So both get it correct. It's 19 to 16, 3-point game. Mathematically, we are all done. So we are going to go into post-match interviews. We're going to start by talking to Igor. Igor, great game. I think round 2, just maybe not as big as you wanted it to be going into James Bond. You hit a lot of questions, but that one steal opportunity when you're playing against someone with Cam really makes a difference. And round 1, I think getting this close with having kind of maybe not your best round 1, really good. So how are you feeling about the match overall?
Yeah, I felt good about round 2, actually. I think that was more or less what I was expecting to get. I think round 1 really cost me. Kind of rough out of the gate, maybe a few categories that weren't in my wheelhouse. But I'm glad I clawed back in the third round. I'm glad I was able to stick around and not get knocked out. So that's always nice. Cam's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. So unless you're playing perfect, you're not going to beat him. So it wasn't my best game, wasn't my worst game, but I'll bounce back.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, absolutely will bounce back. I think that you're one of the best rookies we have playing right now. Igor, is there anybody that you want to play the next time you come into Fandom Fights? Maybe not in your faction. or your country.
That'd be good too. No one quite coming to mind. What the hell? We'll do a call out. I don't usually do these. How about Jacoby? I think that'd be a fun match. Me and him played in teams. He got the win that night. Why not make it a singles match? Let's do that.
I love it. Let's see if we can make that happen. Igor, great job. We'll see you next time as we bring in Cameron Holzmann. Cameron, another win under your belt. You had to play Igor, a friend, but you did it in pretty dominating fashion. How are you feeling about the match overall?
Yeah, I feel good. A lot of the things I missed were things where it was either like I had not a clue in the like I have already forgotten whatever the correct answer to that your question was. I don't remember it. I didn't really care about that movie. I saw it once and I forgot about it. Round one, I had 8, and then my brain was like, nah, Spock, Nimoy's not Spock in the third one. It's just some random awkward-looking teen Spock, and Nimoy's not there. But yeah, overall, I feel good. Yeah, I was so close to a perfect round, and I'm a little mad at myself. But other than that, I can't complain.
Yeah, it's fair. Cameron, I'm looking at the schedule here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on next for you. But before I say, why don't you try to predict what's next for you while I try to figure it out?
I think I'm going to be playing new up-and-comer, very new to the fandom scene, Ellie Brzakala.
Not quite. I don't think I can announce.
I've probably already seen a lot of fandom movies, though.
I mean, that's fair. I can't announce who you're going to be playing because it's in the next act, and so my guess is I don't want to announce that, but I'll tell you backstage because that's going to be fun. Cameron, great.
Oh God, I'm going to play Jack now, aren't I?
God, no, I would never say anything with Jack is fun. Please, Cameron. Great job. Great match. Thank you to Cameron. Thank you to Igor. I have been Tim. Thank you for watching Fandom Fights. We'll see you guys next time with another great match. Until then, bye.
But again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.